Hello everyone, this is the Great Pumpkin speaking, and welcome to this new episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we got our ass handed to us by Chardanok, because I didn't know that the goddess actually recovered her HP that you actually needed to hit the demon. Because of that, I've learned a number of things, namely, that I need to research my encounters beforehand, that I need to be more careful about what I use in my party, and also that I'm gonna run out of elixir and explosion soon, since I thought they were gonna be sold somewhere and they're not. So yeah, but there's a way we're gonna be able to replenish our supplies, but in the meantime, let's get going. So yeah, you remember back when we did the Sabin scenario, our three amigos here had a chance to meet a really creepy guy and we're up to the upper left of the veil to see what happened to him. Let's get going. Oh, hello again. Yup, you were tops. That's why we... Quick, fix that chair. Then you can use it to reach the roof. You don't suppose, Gao, could this be your father? Whoa. Come on, Gao. It's true, right? Father. Yes, this is definitely your father. Gao's father? Gao! Right, let's go tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. Just a minute, we can't just go there with you looking like this. I know, let's go to Jador and give you a makeover. Oh my! This is turning into quite the event. No, Gao, don't eat with your fingers. Yow! Don't say yow when you mean to say yes. Oh! That seems to be going well. How do you like these? Wait, what about those? Oh well. Did you say something? No, nothing. Which is it gonna be? Oh, this is nice, but do you think it becomes Gao? Well. What? Nothing? This is it. Me go to funeral. Perfect. Functional yet sporty. Done. I don't think... completely lacking in fashion. Excuse me, sir. Could you order some clothes like the ones I'm wearing? Impossible, said sir. How dare you think of sticking him in that kind of get-up? Okay, Gao. Now any father would be glad to have a son like you. Ooh. The repairman, at last! No, I was wondering if you knew anything about the Emperor Gestal's map. Map? Everyone's asking about that map. Pardon? A little while ago, some guy wearing a bandana asked me for the map, so I told him. Where is it? It's where the mountain forms a star shape. You should have just come out and asked me, no need to be shy. Now, sir. Oh yes, I'd like you to make those repairs on the double. Sir, you had a son, right? You? With me? Son? Right, the truth is, he's alive. Come here, Gao. Father! What is this? What was this son business? I never had a son. But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born. I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the Veld with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the Veld. But, sir... I left the child there. And without looking back, I turned and started to run. I'm trying to tell you. Suddenly, the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous still gives me the shakes. I give up. But you, young man, your parents must be proud of you. I still have dreams of that demon child. Frightening. Why, you old... He's completely lost his mind. Go, I'm gonna clobber him. Wow! Fancy outfit they got him there. I'm sorry. Father alive? Happy. So yeah, as we have long suspected, that crazy guy up the veld was actually Gao's father. So yeah, that got taken care of. Now our next destination, we've managed to retrieve a lot of our characters, but now we need to get to Narshe in order to progress any further. For that, I've got a special party in mind. If I recall correctly, we've got Strago, Shadow, and Celeste, which will have been invaluable against Chardonnach, that Runic could have absorbed his Bolt 3 and allowed us to clobber him mostly unimpeded. But you know, what's done is done. So let's get going to Narshe. Find out what the buzz is about. Apparently it's full of monsters or something. One thing I wanted to show you though. I've equipped the Muggle suit to Strago, and it's gonna do some pretty neat thing. You'll see. Those guys are still there, huh? And there I thought Narshe was deserted. Oh my god, we've been ambushed. Mastodon and Red Wolf. Sounds ominous. I also picked some stuff for Shadow while I was there. And as you saw, Strago's now a Muggle, of all things. That's because of that Muggle suit. Also went to Tamasa and picked up some Pearl Rod, which is also for the Holy Spell. So now Strago's got two different rods, as opposed... two Holy Rod as opposed to the Gravity one. But yeah, let's put him back in the Behemoth suit. Eh? What are you doing here? Doesn't matter really, nothing's left anyway. There's only one Moogle still around, and only a treasure hunter could pick that lock. Looks like Lone Wolf. Locked. Well, thank. Oh yeah, as he said, there's a Moogle supposedly somewhere into the mine, and I'm hoping this is going to be able to help us, hence why I've only got 3 characters around. It's actually... Is this the way I want to go? Yeah. They're Mastodon. I want to use my fire scheme, but I'd rather keep it for the time being. Till there comes a time where I'll actually have a use for it. Which will be pretty soon. So far so good. Was expecting more resistance. Starting to think I did take the wrong way. Yep, I did. No big deal. Weird. Those back rollers are a lot tougher than the one we used to encounter back in the World of Balance. Should've learned ice too. What do you know? Thankfully we've got a warp stone, which is gonna get us out of here. That's more like it. So yeah, that switch we remembered about. We're gonna use it to get through that cave. And more mag brothers. Let's try the bolt edge, see if it works. I've actually been wondering whether to take the restriction away from Strago. He could be a good healer and give us some choices as opposed to only using Sabin for healing or consumables. But here's the thing, the Tower of the Fanatic actually disables all of the abilities except magic, and as it turned out, Strago's lore are disabled by default, which means they aren't considered magic by the game standard. Unfortunately, I don't want to leave such flimsy distinction decide what I do. So yeah, Celes gain a level. They're gonna make us work for it, aren't they? Fireball. It hit harder than I thought. Strago's gonna need some healing. So does Shadow. Celes could use some too. Oh yeah, no more epic Narshe music. Just the basic overworld one. Ooh, another holy. That's a fairly good setup, assuming, I don't know, you're not using Realm or Strago to spam magic spells. That mustache, man. Wizard and Psychot. Whatever those are. Never mind to use the fire skin on them. Ew. Should have used the bolt one then. Meh. Osmos. This actually steals some MP from other characters, if I'm not mistaken. So it's fairly wimpy as opposed to, I think it's Rasp. I don't, this absorbs it. Rasp removes it. Sorry, having a drink. None of that nonsense. Shadow's doing pretty good actually. I never thought he was so as good of a character, but his throw mechanic is fairly strong. Tonic and a fire rod. I didn't actually think we could get that. That fire rod could actually be helpful. Let's go over here. Yeah, the number of enemies you can encounter from this point on is fairly low. Just like back on the Veld when we kept meeting the same enemy over and over. Grasp. That's what I told you. It's basically taking MP away. Some enemies can actually die if you take their MP away. Oh my! Koopa, you're alive! I thought we were all feeding the worms. Come on! Koopa, let's go! Oh my! Yay! Say, we could use some Sasquatch muscles. Besides, he'd be helpless here without me. He's somewhere in the mines. Once we find him, I'll order him to join us. Yay! Yeah, apparently we're gonna get a little helper, including Mog, which I've conveniently equipped off screen by doing some shopping. Yeah, Mog is gonna get some running shoes. At the moment the dancers won't be of much use to us, so I'm thinking we're gonna equip him with the dragon boots, whose damage actually gets boosted by having a spear equipped, as you saw here with the partisan. There are more things we can do about this, but one thing at a time. Let's see if there's anything we can loot. I'd update. Nope. Let's use that warp stone to get back to the start. Man, there's a save point further. It's not a big deal. So, let's see what Mug can do. Can jump like so, and he's gonna be back in a bit. Boom. You did okay. Could be better. Boom. Straight don't gain a level. Test Rider. How about that? Taking the Love Sonata here. Spectre. Yep, that's the one, alright. Ooh, another Holy, also known as Pearl. And another magic point. Those wolves are everywhere. Unbelievable. Hellfire. Let's use the water's edge. Spectre. Doesn't seem to do much, does it? So far, so good. Good job, Mog. 2000 damage. Nice. Shadow gained level and got 2 Water's Edge. For some reason. They do like to counter. There we go. Also got a few ninja stars, which we're gonna try right here. We saw it back on the Ultima weapon fight. Ew. It occurs to me that I forgot for a second time to put an Esper on Mog. We should do that. Like right now. Smog is already equipped on someone. Who's got it? Probably Shadow. We'll replace it with Ifrit. Good. It's so far away. Use a fire scheme. Doesn't really matter if they're dead, Mog was still gonna deliver. Because that's what he does. It's rather sad that you have to wait so long to get Mog, unless you want to sneak into Narshe and only get him. But that's dangerous. Test Rider. Yeah. There's a dragon running around here. We're gonna have to be careful, because we both know what happened last time. Can't use a dance here, because we're actually gonna learn it. Let's use the voltage. Going to steal our MP again. Stop. Those are all different kinds of magic which we could actually use. So let's gain a level and Mog mastered a new dance. Nice. So yeah, definitely don't want to mess with that dragon. Not yet anyway. At some point I'm gonna go hunting for all of those various dragons. And we're gonna run them through. Didn't do much, did it? Clouds are doing unarmed attack on us. This makes no sense. Snowball. Nothing. Mind shock. Didn't do much, did it? I'm repeating myself. I'm getting old. Let's use a tent. So yeah, Strago is basically a yellow tent with a red star on top. We're gonna swap some of our equipment with 2 fire rods. And we're gonna equip Celeste with the flame saber. We're gonna save. Just to be safe. And what do you know? The frozen Esper is still there. Let's try that thing again. Ah. This thing absorbs fire. Should have known. Oh well. If Mog doesn't succeed, maybe the other will. That's Avalanche, if I'm not mistaken. Tonic. Yeah. Here should have brought Terra, but it doesn't make much of a difference. My god, it's hostile. Gosh. The reason I brought Shadow was because his fire scheme didn't absorb any, it wasn't actually magic. I'm gonna get Celeste to use Runic after Strago has cast his own spell. Or used his rod, if you will. Hit pretty hard too. 5,000 damage. Use this spell, we can attack. Thing is, Baligarmender, or Tritosh if you will, can actually cast a number of things which aren't nice, essentially Ice 3. Maybe we'll need a better dance or something. Well, doesn't matter, he's dead. Got 7 magic points. You humans freed me from that prison of ice. You possess Magicite. Who are you? I sense war and destruction. Could that stupid war possibly have lasted 1,000 years? I can tell that you want to put a stop to the madness. Let's see if you are worthy. Receive the Magicite. Tritosh. Tritosh is a fairly special Esper, namely because he teaches all of the various tree spell, being much like Manuel in that regard. Cella's got HP, Shadow's got his own things. So let's re-equip our people, right? Well, let's get going. There's an opening in the cliff, hopped into it. Yeah. Okay. So this place is gonna be a pain. If I recall correctly. Might not be. Let's use the water's edge. There's jump, sing and dance. It's a key walk and bobbers. green cherry. Whoops. There was a wall right here. And we fell right through it. Pug. Or a Tonberry, if you will. Another fairly iconic monster of the Final Fantasy series. And we're gonna have to fight with everything we got if we want to survive. Clever. He's got so much rancor. Boom. This hit us with a number of damage based on how much we walk. And as you can see, we walked a whole lot. And at this rate, we're gonna die simply because I attacked. Yes, we will. Should have saved, didn't I? Yeah. Actually ran to the right entrance and it put us down a hole. Ceratops and tom-toms, whatever that is. Let's see. It's the Dusk Requiem here, I think. Yep. Water's Edge should work. Had my doubts about Mog's dance, but maybe we can make some more use of him. Let's watch out because I'm fairly sure there's a hole right in front of that treasure. More Ceratops. Palmaker. That's what they turned him into a imp. Palmaker. Mug is now an imp too. Mug gained a level, got 3 green cherry, which we're gonna need. That's better. Whoops. Another hole. Oh, annoying. The hole got patches too. Got patch. Sorry. Don't know what that was. I don't want to know. Palmaker. Poison frog. That's unusual. We're getting a lot of really rare things out of Mog's dance. Strago gain a level. Just plowing through an inch sheet, is he? A Mimon and that Toomtong, or whatever that is. Toomtom. Volt is probably a good choice here. Or not. Megavolt. Gigavolt. Youch. I'll say I am at a loss at how to proceed at this point. Ninja Star is probably our best choice here. Two green cherry. Got a gauntlet. Could be helpful for a special character I have in mind. Or not, we'll see. Really seem to like the imp status in this game. Shadow gain a level. The music is kinda epic, even if not all that memorable. Oops. Yeah. There are traps everywhere. Cave in. That'll work. Yeah, don't touch the switch. Except maybe this one. What's this? What would this carving? Looks like bone. Something in that eye. Magicite? See the magicite from the eye of the carving. Not just yet. I gotta equip fire rods and the fire sword. Flame saber. Or maybe we won't. There's not really much point in doing it. Yes. Receive the magicite Tirato, also known as Midgar's Hammer. We pissed off something big. Youch. Morrow. Let's use the fire scheme. This. Get Mug to use the Dusk Requiem, I think. And he's using Blizzard on all of us. And Tackle. Hellfire. Another Blizzard. And only one character. How he did that, I have no idea. Cave in. Tackle. That is pretty hard actually. Using the green cherry on himself. And this is power 100 times up. Magic defense up, speeds up, recovery up. Lots of stuff which isn't really good for us. That's all he had left, huh? 10 GP. Not worth a lot. I'm your boss, Kupo. You're gonna join us, Kupo. Yes, yes. Admirer of bone carvings, as strong as a Gygus, a sasquatch pal with muscle. Tomorrow. I know I'm gonna like that guy. Because I've already played him. Me Umaru. Yes, boss, me join you. Umaru, no slouching now. Me wait for you in big airship. How does he know about the airship? Guess there was some talking going on off screen. Whatever. So yeah, how about that? We kinda missed an item somewhere, I'll have to check out what it was exactly. Yep, my weapon is still there. That's fine. Oh my! We fell down! Do we have another warp storm nest? We don't. Magro there. Use the water's edge. Wheel. I've yet to see those rods cast 2 spells. Wonder if they can actually do it. Celes gain level, learn haste, model. Oops. Sorry, Mog. That's good. Oh, that's right, I'm using the wrong dance. I have to use the love sonata while we're in town. Spectre. Didn't work though. Actually wondering whether those wolves are ghosts or not. Probably not. Well, let's go to the airship. It's very possible we'll be making some changes to our party right now. We already had Terra, so let's see what the other people say. We've had a few. We're gonna give her some sprint shoes to make that a little faster. Mog, Koopapa! Nope. Realm, let's do it. Let's go get that madman. Nope. Hey everyone, let me see the light in your eyes. The old man here hasn't given up yet. Nope. What do you got, Humara? No. How about that? Guy will become stronger on the belt. Nope. What an amazing device. Still checking those machines, huh? Hey, Shadow. Strong and silent type, huh? Says there, something good will come of it all. Nope. If something happens to me, all the world's women will grieve. A bit full of himself. Right! I'm glad I made it this far. I feel I have a lot to live for. Oh yeah, who are we gonna take with us? Go, Setzer, Scion, and Realm. Sounds about right. Not entirely sure. Realm can wait, we've already used Trago enough. It's a fairly strange party, and we'll learn quite a few things about them. Let's put Humaro on point. He's nice. And equip some party members? Those not in your party, of course. Let's see, being a sasquatch, there's not quite a lot we can do with Humaro. He can't equip anything, he can't use any skill, but he can use some special relics which are only available to him. We found one earlier, which is the Rage Ring, which is gonna boost its vigor as well as give him some special ability, which we're gonna showcase in this episode. As for Scion, he's gonna need some equipment in order to get anywhere. So will Gao. That's a fairly balanced party, if I do say so myself. Scion's got a few things going for him. Not a lot, but a few. Marok will actually carry those sprint shoes. At least for the moment. What could Scion use? Hero Ring isn't exactly what I want for him. I'm thinking the beads. Give him some evade. Oh, then tomorrow we can use the sprint shoes. Setzer will use the coin toss as usual. Get himself his running shoes. Huh. Actually, Maro could use the running shoes too. So I don't want to give the beats to Scion, I want to give him the sprint shoes. The go with the running shoes and the pair of earrings. I'm rather confident about this party. So let's have a look. The thing about tomorrow is that originally there was some data in the game that implied that he was actually supposed to be a random encounter on the map. You'll meet him in a forest or something in the world of Ruin. Instead, he got tied to Mog. Scion's got a new sword tech at 5, which absorb HP and MP. Tomorrow's a berserker, so you don't have to actually control him. He attacks on his own, and you cannot control what he does. but you can make equip him a few relics which will change the way he behaves. Boom! That's what the Rage Ring does. He goes to a character and makes him tackle him. Maro's club is actually a long-range weapon, which means we could technically put him in the back row and he will still do the same amount of damage, which I'll have to try actually. So that's what that Empower do. It's fairly cool. Still not enough to make Scion worth it. Still. To be honest, it's all coming together rather quickly. He tackled the enemy. This is something he does right out of the box, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Tempest Sword, which we didn't get to see much. Stats are gain a level. Good. Let's use the tent. What does Maro's tent looks like? Huh. It's basically the same as Mog. Yeah, that's nice. Next time after I go shopping a bit, we're gonna be headed toward the Castle of Doma with Scion. So, I hope you had as much fun watching as I had playing. This was the Great Pumpkin. You all have a pleasant time now. Bye bye!